Firstly, thank you for taking the time, special time, that you might have been spending with the family to come here to this event. Really appreciate this. My name is Shungaran. I'm a trustee at BCPD Trust, also the chairperson, and by profession, I'm a senior design manager working for one of the telecoms company. In terms of this event, I just wanted to firstly welcome the judging panel as well as our special guest. I will be asking my colleagues to introduce each one of the judging panel and our special guest as well. But in the meantime, it's okay. So in terms of the winners, I'll be asking Dr. Nadia Khanum to also introduce the winners. And we'll be playing some of the winning videos. Now I have been already playing all the videos throughout the period, so that every entry can be seen by everybody. And in terms of this event, it's a collaboration between BCPD Trust and Virtual Book Club. Now, BCPD Trust basically is an organization that was started in 2011. And we're a registered charity, and we've been basically inspiring young people into education, careers, business, and sports. The organization, not just only does this type of competition, but also has been running tuition classes since the lockdown. And we've been doing that with volunteer tutors. So we have 3 tutors who run 3 classes, Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3, and GCSE classes. And those classes run every week, and it's been continuing to do so. During the lockdown, it ran 5 days a week, but now it runs once a week. So this volunteer time is very difficult to get enough volunteers. Virtual Book Club, established in 2020. It's an arm of Virtual Eastern Sky. Who are a voluntary and social cultural organization, and they have been founded in 1998. And I want to congratulate Virtual because it is their 25-year silver jubilee this year, and there is a program that is being organized, and Nadia will obviously go over that a little bit more later. But in terms of this competition, the aim of this competition is to encourage young people into reading books. And not just that, what we want to encourage is they also learn skills that are important, the communication skills, in terms of how they present information and some of the creative thinking. So this is part of the reason why we've actually developed this in a slightly different format to what we normally see as a book reading competition. And what we did was we asked the contestants to really read their favorite book and then create a short video, no more than 1 to 3 minutes. And we deliberately reduced it to 3 minutes because it gets them thinking, and they really need to be creative in terms of the way they summarize and present that. And that was really the key reason why we've actually deliberately made it short, and also encourage them to present it in a way that basically their communication skills are developed. And then in terms of the entries, we had a lot of entries. The first thing, can I ask everybody just raise your hand for all the contestants, because I think they are the stars of the show today, and they're all here amongst us here now. And so please raise your hand. Thank you to all the stars. So you are the stars. In terms of judging, Dr. Nadia Khanum will explain more, but we've got 6 winners who will be announced, and there are also special awards that the judges decided that it's very important that we actually recognize those. And so there's 9 special awards as well. So in total there's 15 awards that will be given out today. So I am now going to hand over to BCPD Trust Secretary and Trustee Shahinuddin, who's going to introduce the judges and also thank our volunteers.
Thank you, Sundar. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you everyone for coming. It's really wonderful to see everyone, all the guests here, and particularly the youngsters, the kids, because I always believe education always be the key of success, and it starts at a young age. And my father always told me, if you really start learning reading at a young age, it will improve yourself, and it actually makes you a better person in the future. And fortunately, this is the start, the beginning. And as I say, BCPD Trust, as secretary, we encourage education, and we thought education was one of the key factors of improving kids' life, and especially in Luton, where I was originally brought up in Electric Gardens, really, and with my parents emphasising literacy and reading, and we hope in Luton we could encourage this more, and it is happening, and you've seen the results today. Let me introduce you to the guests. First of all, Sundar already mentioned Dr. Nazia Khanum OBE, Chairperson of Provincial, the Eastern Sky and Provincial Book Club. Dr. Anwarul Haq, General Secretary for Provincial Eastern Sky member. Mr. Hadi Faisal, Joint Secretary of Provincial Eastern Sky and Coordinator. And also I'd like to give a special thank you to Salma Begum, Akil Ali, and Kamil Ali for their hard work in promoting this event. And also we have other volunteers behind the scene who actually I'd like to thank and for the hard work they have put into organising this event. And also the fact is there's other people who are contributing and helped our organisation, our sponsors, our Sundar mentioned. So hopefully let's go take it from there, and I will introduce you to Iftikhar Alam, and he'll introduce our guests.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to everyone. I won't take much time because it's not learning, and time will be taking and explaining everything to you. I will introduce our special guest, and today our special guest is Deputy Mayor Luton Borough Council Jane Raja, Good Word, Professor Salma Abbasi, Chairman and CEO, Worldwide Group International Association Enterprise, David Seaman, Director of Equality and Diversity. And the panels, George panels. I know Nadia for a long time. My father used to work with him for a long time, a lot of organizations. I'm also involved few organizations with her. Where I can start and where I can finish about her is going to take me minimum 2 to 3 hours to explain about her. So I will take tell her to hand over all the programs. Thank you. Nadia, please.
First of all, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with such distinguished guests and ladies I know very well as a champion. I think that we all appreciate the work you've done for women empowerment and making this space, and of course the mayor. So my name is Professor Salma Abbasi. I am a technologist. I'm a woman who's a civil engineer, electrical engineer, and my PhD is in ICTs, communications, and I'm teaching AI. And I think that what's wonderful, and what my brother Shaheen has said, where is Shaheen? Shaheen is probably one of the nicest people I've met, whose heart is so sincere. And when he told me about this program, I said that eWorldwide would love to partner with you for next year's event and really encourage more and more people to come to the stage. And the idea of creating the videos is brilliant. In today's world, all of you that use social media know, TikTok in particular, we've got to say something very important in a very small time. But without having the ability to read books with your eyes and your hands, getting the knowledge into your head this way, you will be handicapped if you don't have this skill. No matter how many people use tablets, education is the key, and the fun way to learn is through books. And I am hoping and really, really looking forward to seeing you flourish and having another session with you next time later this year, inshallah, during half term, where we can see the winners, the entries, and all the young people and the parents who have supported. That's the most important thing. Without the mothers and the fathers having the wisdom that let your children read, we would never get here. So alhamdulillah, all of us working together are going to create the pathway for a better future for our children. So thank you so much indeed.
Yeah, I'll just pick a few words. I won't take much of your time. So, Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Zainab Raja. I am the newly elected Deputy Mayor of Luton, and I'm also the Council of the Risk Awards. I can't stress and reiterate what Brother Shaheen said here. It is very vital and important. Communication is very important and is a successful key. Most of you probably know when our parents as migrants came over, they had an issue of speaking the language and communicating. Now we are lucky and blessed to be educated and being able to communicate, and we need to stress and urge that with our children and plant the seed for future generations. So I think it's wonderful what Dr. Kalam is doing here. Well done. I really believe that you're a true community champion. Well done for all the children that took part. I watched the video, so you guys were brilliant. So well done, and continue and your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you. You don't have any microphone. My voice is very soft, so you have to really listen carefully. First of all, assalamu alaikum to all of you.
Wa alaikum salam.
Children, you didn't say wa alaikum salam, did you? I salam you as well. Anyway, I'm Nazia Khanum, and I'm so happy to be here today and grateful to those who invited us here, particularly being the head judge of the panel that judged the children, which is so difficult. I found that I couldn't really do it, and I was so lucky to have two very, very important people with me, and they are my colleagues and students, Dr. Alvarul Haq and Khalid Faisal. If they were not there with me, probably I would have had a heart attack. It's very easy to look at adults competition because you can immediately see their thought processes. But to judge children's competition is the most difficult thing because they have been educated in a different way or different ways. They have been brought up in different ways. So and they're immature. So how do you really judge them? And that's why I'm so lucky to have those two in there. And they were very pleasant company as well. Now, thank you very much for inviting us to be on the panel, because that's so important. And you always wanted us to be with you, and we will be with you, hopefully in the future also. We've had competitions like that, and the collaboration that happened with this particular project happened last year in a slightly different way. We hope that we'll continue to do so in the future. And Salma, you already said how important it is. Education. Although I'm not a politician, not really the fan of that gentleman politician who said it, education, but I believe in it. Without education, our children in the past really couldn't get anywhere. And those adults who made Luton their homes, for example, they found that language barrier that you mentioned. That was a huge barrier in front of many adults. They couldn't really compete on equal sort of way, in equal way with the mainstream people and get their talents flourished and get jobs which they deserve that they couldn't. But our children are born and brought up here. They have dual citizenships in a way, many of them. And I hope that our diaspora communities will be in the future completely in the mainstream. That's probably over the previous of any society. I will make my speech shorter because I have spoken about, already two of us spoke about the importance of education and keep it going. And the importance of English is extremely important, don't forget that. Because we have our heritage languages, we speak our languages at home and amongst each other. But English is the lingua franca of this country and is the widest possible spoken language if you look at English. Even AIs speak English. So you have to really train our children to be absolutely first class in communicating in English, writing in English, presenting themselves in English, competing in English. So if you can do that, and parents are here, so enthusiastic, I'm sure we'll get there. I'm sure we'll be one of the most successful communities, not only in this country but globally as well. So I will shorten my speech because your time is limited. I just wanted to tell you something about myself as a child and how book reading was one of the hobbies that I had to develop. In my time, when I was growing up, there was no television in this area. And there was a radio which was so faulty, I could hardly hear what was going on the radio. So my only recreation was reading. So book reading was a blessing in disguise. There was a very good public library in that place. It was the head teacher of the high school. And I read those books. I told my husband he couldn't believe it. Translated into Bengali were the books of Tolstoy, the book of Turgenev, the book of Karamazov. And so all of these books, without understanding most of the things, I read. So reading became my only recreation, as I said. As a child, I never played with dolls, because dolls were not popular in my time either. So books were my life. And when I grew up, I knew how important it was, that particular element of reading. I never felt lonely, never ever felt lonely. When you read a book, you won't feel lonely. So that is important. And focus of mind. You focus yourselves on a book and you delve into it. Your focus will increase. And that's important in life as well. Your communication will improve. And your expressions will be enriched by that. So you see how important it is for children to focus on book reading. And again, BCPD Trust, I salute you for what you are doing. My fellow judges and I are from different backgrounds, and we perform the difficult task of judging and scoring children and young people's book reading individually first, and then we came together for a lengthy discussion and finally reached an agreement as to how to score these children collectively. I am grateful to them, and I thank Mr. Ali for supporting us with a well thought out and detailed scoring system. My goodness, you really put your brain into it. And that was very detailed. Reading English, the lingua franca of the UK, as I said to you, and one of the most used global languages, is extremely important for all of us, and especially our young generations, who will increasingly face tougher competition in their educational performances and later in their professional lives as well. Book reading and understanding books help develop critical thinking and analytical skills, which in turn support children's intellectual curiosity and growth throughout their lives. So it doesn't stay there. It actually helps you to grow up, and it will be with you when you are competing. Importance of having a good command of English I already mentioned, so I'm not going to mention it again. Now the video performances. Congratulations to all the competitors for their interesting and informative video performances. Believe me, that was the part which moved me. Because when you see a kid and saying things on camera, it's not easy. We adults, when we face camera, we suddenly start doing that so that we look good. Children haven't got that awareness. So when they speak, they just speak. And so naturally, some of them are not as natural, but still they practiced it, they said it. And by that, because when a kid is inspired by parents, saluting all the parents here is one of my duties. You have done a wonderful job with your kids, because they spoke on camera, and they spoke, they didn't stop. And that showed me how important parents can be in children's lives, that they can inspire their kids to say things on camera. Many of them are shuffling away, I can see that on stage. You are there behind them to help them, so thank you for doing that. And the other thing is that the judges had to decide the winners. Again, that's really, really difficult, very tough. Because you can enjoy seeing them, you can be moved by them, you can appreciate them, salute them. But when you have to say, this one is first, that one is second, that one is third, it breaks your heart as well. Because how can we do that? But we had to do that job, and I think we did a reasonably good job. I wouldn't say the most brilliant job in the world, but reasonably good job we did. And the other thing is that there were 3 groups initially. There was one which was 6 to 10 age group. There was another which was 11 to 14 age group. The third one was 15 to 18 age group. And in 15 to 18 age group, there were only 2 competitors. So there wouldn't be any competition if you have only 2. So how can you do that? So with the help of our BCPD chair, we merged the upper age groups into one. And the first age group, 6 to 10, had quite a lot of people, so it was a good competition. But from 11 to 18, the merged group, when we merged them, they became a group which at least an element of competition could be used, so we did that. But you can always say, what about the age? Because they were not of the same age. So that caused another difficulty. And as a result, we actually had an element in judging, that we will judge in a way so that nobody is disadvantaged because of their age. So that was, we were very conscious of that. So again, thank you for guiding us on that one as well. And we applied 6 criteria to score the contestants' video performances. Now, here they are, and children are absolutely aware of that. But parents, some parents probably are very aware of those 6 criteria as well, but not all parents. So let me read out those criteria, very difficult. I think I would have failed all of them personally, but the children did well. One was summarizing the book clearly. It's the book reading competition. To summarize a book clearly. Can you expect children doing that? Anyway, but they did. And key highlights, they will have to tell us in their video. And they did. What they liked or disliked of the book, they have to do that, and they did. What they have learned from the book, and any other conclusions they have drawn. My goodness, they have to do that as well. Can you imagine doing that? Now, correct pronunciation and clear enunciation of words. You all know correct pronunciation. But enunciation, always you may not know what is enunciation. Enunciation is clearly saying a word. Can you hear me? Can you understand every word I am saying? Probably most of you can. But when a child says words, can you always hear every word clearly? Very difficult. So I can say to you, it was a very difficult judgment. And judging, I'm not a judgmental person, but I have to be a judge. Think very clearly about everything. Overall summary and presentation to be assessed to judge whether the message is clear and well presented. In a short video, a child is giving us a message clearly and presenting that well. How difficult can that be? Imagine for a second. And then variety of tones, pace, volume, and how it is presented using their own communication skills. Extremely difficult, but they did that. Whether the presentation is scripted or unscripted, and whether it is unaided or aided in terms of actual presentation, we have to look at that as well. overall creativity, talent, and performance should be assessed based on applicants' own abilities, so that it's not supported by 100% by parents. I know that you have to support them, but if we are judging you rather than your kids, that's not fair, is it? So be careful about thinking. Is it really scripted? Is it unscripted? Is it needed? Okay, very difficult, but we did that, and thank you the judges for doing that. In our views, in all of us, in our views, all the contestants, right, okay, the second one, I'll say it later. We marked contestants under each criterion individually and then discussed our scores at the panel and decided that first, second, and third winners in 6 to 10 group, age group, and first, second, and third winners in the combined 11 to 18 age group. We decided that. And warmest congratulations to all of them. You know who you are. Probably they don't know yet. Oh, okay.
They don't know yet.
Suspense. Just wait. I will now announce the winners and the prizes. Be ready for clapping thunder when I mention those names. This is the moment you are waiting for, aren't you? Right. The winners in the 6 to 10 age group. Raise yourselves. 6-year-old Muhammad Ali. Please think about the great prize London. The winner of the first prize, winner trophy, and a 50-pound voucher. Can you stand up, Muhammad Ali? Wow. Well done. The second prize winner is 9-year-old Jamelia Ali for presenting Dragon. She will receive her trophy, a 25-pound voucher, and the trophy itself. And 7-year-old Rumaisa Enyomi. And for saying about the book, Planet Omar Accidental Travel Magnet. She will get her winner trophy, of course, and her 50-pound voucher. With a merged group of 11 to 18. That's a very interesting age group if you look at the age. We have the most difficulty in judging that group. And we have in the first place in that group a 12-year-old person, Naira Minori. Are you from the same family? Minori family. Her book was Little Bad Man and the Radioactive Samosa. She will receive her first prize winner trophy and a 50-pound voucher, of course. In the second place is 14-year-old Raihan Manoli. His chosen book was Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, and he will receive, of course, the second prize and the trophy, etc. Now, Raihan Manoli. And the third prize winner and a 20-pound voucher will go to 17-year-old Ifrat Kayoum.
Can I request Councillor Fatima come and sit on the front row? Please come.
Please come.
Sit down.
And Ifrat Kayoum presented a book called, is it Coraline or Coraline? I'm not sure. Coraline. Okay. Now, judges' special prize winner trophies and 50 pounds voucher each will go to the following. And now brace yourselves again. This is the large group that I'm talking about. In 16 to 10 age group, Humaira Hussain, 6 years old, for presenting Magic Ballerina Delphi and a fairy godmother. Samiha she's 9 years old, and she presented in Peking the long she here? No. Amen Sawan, 9 years old, for presenting the King Has Donkey. How perceptive. Cinderella. And Yusuf Rahman Wafri, 7, for presenting funniest boy in the world. Umar Alam, 13 years old, for presenting Sonakshi Pai, 12, for presenting Society. Muhammad Ayub, 13, for presenting Explorer of Tamim Bobby Anam, 16, for presenting Expression. Now I'll request Mr. Ali to do other things, but I'll conclude. I'll just conclude by saying, in our views, all the contestants are winners for having the courage to create and submit a video. It's not easy, as I said to you. All of them deserve our heartfelt congratulations. Please give them a big round of applause for everyone. I will conclude by saying how impressed we were by the contestants' skills, efforts, and courage. All these qualities will stand them in good stead in the future. Many thanks and congratulations to the BCPD Trust for creating this opportunity for our young people. We hope this marvelous initiative will continue in the future, and our collaboration will continue too.
Can I request our deputy mayor come on the stage and present the awards to you?
So this is Muhammad Ali. Please come onto the stage. The Great Fire of London.